Discipline. It's the invisible force that separates the average from the elite, the dreamers from the doers. It is the silent architect behind every monumental achievement, every story of greatness, every legacy that refuses to fade. Discipline is not motivation. Motivation is fleeting, a spark that vanishes when the winds of hardship blow. Discipline is the fire that burns regardless, fueled by a commitment to purpose that transcends comfort, convenience, and fleeting desires. Discipline is waking up before dawn, when the world is still silent, refusing to hit the snooze button because your purpose is louder than your fatigue. It's sticking to the plan even when no one else believes in it, when the results are invisible and the effort feels wasted. It's the ability to stay the course, undeterred by failure and untempted by distractions. Discipline is not a skill. It is a craft that demands practice, patience, and pain. Imagine standing before a vast, untamed wilderness, a forest thick with uncertainty and shadows. Discipline is the blade that carves a path through that forest. Without it, you're left wandering, circling, lost in the maze of hesitation and inconsistency. Discipline is the map when motivation fails, the compass when doubt creeps in, the force that keeps you moving when every fiber of your being screams for retreat. The reason most people fail isn't because they're incapable. It's because they lack the discipline to endure the grind, to tolerate the monotony, to fight through the darkness of not knowing when the breakthrough will come. Everyone wants results, but very few are willing to bear the weight of repetition, the tedium of daily practice, the sacrifices of comfort. Discipline is a battle, fought every single day, often in silence, often without recognition. People often say, "I wish I had your discipline." What they fail to see is that discipline is not something you have. It is something you build. It is forged in the fires of frustration, in the moments when quitting seems more sensible than continuing. It's sculpted from the countless hours of showing up, even when there's no applause, no validation, no visible progress. When you understand discipline, you understand that it's less about intensity and more about consistency. The disciplined do not wait for motivation to strike. They move regardless. They know that motivation is a visitor, but discipline is a resident. They know that showing up, even on the worst days, is more powerful than only showing up on the best ones. Discipline is not a race. It is a relentless march, a marathon that never ends. There are days when discipline feels like a punishment, a weight too heavy to bear. You will question your path. You will wonder if it's worth it. You will see others seemingly coasting through life while you struggle to stay the course. But understand this: discipline is not a burden. It is a gift. It is the rare ability to pursue what is meaningful over what is easy. It is the strength to choose growth over gratification, to sacrifice now for a reward that may take years to manifest. The world glorifies talent, celebrates brilliance, idolizes genius, but talent without discipline is wasted potential. Discipline transforms average effort into extraordinary outcomes. It builds empires from ordinary ideas. It chisels masterpieces from rough stones. It is the bridge between mediocrity and mastery. To build discipline, you must understand that it is not a feeling. It is a decision. Feelings are fleeting. Decisions are definitive. Every time you choose to work instead of procrastinate, to persevere instead of give up, to endure instead of escape, you strengthen your discipline. Every time you refuse to succumb to excuses, Every time you reject the easy way out, you forge a will that is unbreakable. Discipline requires sacrifice. It demands that you trade momentary pleasures for long-term fulfillment. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, to face the parts of yourself that resist growth, to acknowledge the areas where you fall short. It is an unyielding mirror, showing you who you are and who you must become. The truth is, discipline is not an inherent trait. It is a cultivated skill. It is a relentless commitment to standards that do not waver, regardless of circumstances. It is waking up every day and choosing the path of greatest resistance, because that is where growth resides. It is the strength to delay gratification, to endure hardship, to push beyond the breaking point, because you know that what lies beyond is worth every drop of sweat and sacrifice. Understand that discipline does not guarantee success, but without it, success is impossible. It is the bedrock of achievement, the foundation upon which all greatness is built. Those who master discipline do not fear failure. They embrace it as part of the process. They do not seek shortcuts. They trust the grind. They do not look for an easy way out. They are willing to walk the hard path because they know that is where the real reward lies. And so, if you seek to achieve greatness, if you aim to master your craft, if you dream of a life that defies mediocrity, then you must learn to love the discipline. Not just tolerate it, but love it. You must see it not as a punishment, but as a privilege. Because when you choose discipline, you choose a life of purpose, a life of growth, a life that leaves a mark long after you are gone. Discipline is the fire that refines you, the storm that tests you, the pain that strengthens you. Embrace it, master it, become it, and there will be no limit to what you can achieve. Discipline is a daily decision. It is the battle to resist temptations, the strength to keep moving when comfort calls, and the courage to remain steadfast when the world questions your resolve. It is the grit to start again after every failure, the will to rise from every fall, and the resilience to endure every storm. To those who have mastered discipline, the world looks different. They see obstacles as challenges, failures as lessons, and every struggle as a stepping stone toward mastery. They don't fear discomfort. They seek it. They understand that the pain of discipline is far less agonizing than the pain of regret. If you can master discipline, you can master yourself. And if you can master yourself, there's nothing in this world that can defeat you. Choose discipline and choose to be unstoppable.